Or is this just like a recording thing, or like literally like you're putting it live?
Yep, you are now being recorded and you are live on Facebook.
Oh,
Good morning,
amazing.
kids.
Good
Welcome.
morning, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to the Con Family Show. We're so excited today. We get to meet and chat with the beautiful Tessa Ray Rock, and we're really excited about that. We've been excited to get this young lady on the show for a while, and she's finally been able to make it happen. And so here she is. But we are the Con family, kids. We're here to change the world, and people might think that's kind of crazy, but we sure don't. We think it's insane.
Yeah, totally.
How are we doing it? We're doing it one glass of hydrogen-rich, oxygen-saturated, incredibly hydrating Kangen water at a time, one lightning bolt in a box, one incredible guest, one fun, exciting, and informative show, and one awesome family at a time. So here we are today with Tessa. And, Tessa, I'm not even sure. Where are you?
So I'm in Calgary, Alberta, actually.
Okay, up there
in Canada.
Our Canadian friends, beautiful.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here today, and we're so excited that you've taken the time to come on here. We, the Kong family is so incredibly blessed, and just for your information, the reason why I call it the Kong family is because that beautiful little angel that's inside the lightning bolt in a box, she says Kangen water 9.5. Kangen water, 8.5. She doesn't say Kangen water. If she said Kangen water, Kong wouldn't even exist. And I always say, how do you think that gorilla got so big? He was out there in the jungle drinking Kong's water from the base of a waterfall. And I have to have a little bit of fun with it. And I consider anybody that has a Kangen water machine to be part of the Kong family. And so anyway, whether they want to be part of the family or not, doesn't matter. They're already part of the family. Big out of the gate. So anyway, yeah, real excited to have you here. How's things up there in Alberta?
Things are really good up here in Alberta, actually. The weather's been like totally roller coastering, but I don't mind because at least it's not hot for 5 days straight. You get like milder weather. Business has been good. I've been meeting a lot of people, a lot of contacts, and yeah, everything's pretty great. How's everything with you down there? Where are you located again?
I am down in Sandy, Utardia.
Oh, okay.
I call it.
I have no idea what that is.
Affectionately refer to it as Utardia. And I love it down here. It's beautiful weather. I'm actually gonna go golfing today. I'm excited about that. I tell people all the time, I got 3 things on my brain cell. I got my wife, I've got Kong's water, and I've got golf. That's it. That's all I got on my brain cell.
As you should. Seems like a good life.
So Tessa, I want to start off with the question that I love to ask everybody right out of the chute. Okay. I like to find out how, when, and why did you decide to get involved with Kangen water, and were you a skeptic like I was?
For sure. So the way that I got involved with Kangen water is I saw a bunch of my friends gaining health, gaining wealth from it. I was a part of a group called Health Conscious Revolution, very active member. So I met a lot of new people like that. I recognized that my Facebook friends were doing this Kangen water thing, and I actually had heard about it in 2015. And I was like, that's an overpriced filter. What? And then a year later, I was participating in this group, seeing my friends gain health and wealth from this business and this machine. So I decided to take it a little bit more seriously. And then I literally couldn't wait any longer at one point because I was eating out. It was not good for my finances. It was not good for my body. I was eating out because I didn't want to believe that there were so many pesticides on the food. So I couldn't go to the grocery store, purchase food, come home and wash it in my chlorine tap water and then eat it. That would literally bother me so much. So I decided I was going to buy the SC501 for myself and my family, and I've been eating healthy and clean ever since. And yeah, so that was a major part of it. the food aspect, being able to clean your food.
Yeah, I know that's been a huge thing for me. That's why I really want to get I want to get these machines into restaurants. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually working pretty hard right now on contacting and getting restaurants involved with this, and I'm basically hoping to teach the Kong family how to get after restaurants, how to talk to them, because they're a little different than people are, because they don't really care so much about health. More they care about making money and reducing
Mm-hmm.
liability and things like that. So you have to approach them a little differently. But yeah, it's exactly
Yeah.
that. 'Cause I can't stand the idea of eating tainted foods anymore. And
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working with my school to get them into the cafeteria. We're just working on getting insurances for it, right? Because we can't just put them in there. We need like millions of dollars worth of insurance. So that's a thing too. You need to take into account, and adjunct doesn't really cover the insurances for that. And I don't know if you guys have been to Las Vegas, but there's a juice standard there that uses the Kangen machine. So they would be a good resource to talk to about getting them into restaurants and things.
uh
Yeah.
so, what kind of how long has it been that you've been um, utilizing Kangen water?
Almost 19 months. So I bought it last January, and then I got it middle of February because it ended up coming to Calgary instead of to where I was living with my parents back in Manitoba. So I had to come out here for my healthcare graduation anyway. And so I picked it up middle of February. I think got it hooked up maybe the 18th of February at my house back home. So it's, I guess, the 18th of February I've been on the water.
Awesome. What kind of we have to be kind of careful with what we say in this particular part of the program.
Mm-hmm.
We always have to offer the caveat that we want to make very clear to people that Kangen water doesn't cure anything. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
heal anything. What does the healing, what does the curing is this thing right here. This is
Yeah.
the machine on the planet, and it does its job if you just give it what it needs. And that's what Kangen water is it's a tool. It's a tool that was given to us so graciously by God and Mr. Oshiro, and that's what our body needs to be able to do its own healing. And so really important to let people know that, help people understand that, because this next question is going to lead into that area. And the reason I asked this question is because our goal around here is to change the world through telling stories. Because it was a story that changed my life. It wasn't all the facts and figures and technical data. It was a story from a beautiful angel named Brittany Dykes who shared her story.
It's awesome.
She had an incredible story, and that story, when I read it, that was what took me from like, this is stupid, to I got to look at this. And it literally changed my life forever. And so I'm curious what kind of benefits that you have found, besides, because you've already mentioned that cleaning off your vegetables and your fruits is a huge thing for you. What kind of personal benefits have you had from utilizing the water? Have you seen it, noticed any differences in things? What do you have to elaborate on that?
Sure. So for me, I'm a pretty healthy person. Like, I don't have any diseases of energy floating around my body. So in the traditional sense of what a disease would be, right? And for most people, they don't really realize that the word disease just means like dis-ease. So a dis-ease of energy is going on, like a misfunction of energy is going on in your body. So that's kind of how I take what disease or like illness means. So I was perfectly healthy, maybe a little bit overweight from eating all the mom's good home cooked food, but I ended up getting longer and stronger nails, really nice hair, and my acne started going away when I started using the like acne procedure. So using 2.5 beauty water, 11.5, drinking 2 gallons of water a day. I lost a bunch of weight, And I just had more energy overall. Like I could go to the gym and last 3 times longer than I would. Like I'd have my big kombucha bottle of water and I'd drink almost the whole thing at the gym. But I was going for like an hour and a half, way longer than I used to be able to just like go. Like I'd run on the treadmills and run like on the track, do lots of like lifting. And I just found it increased my ability to work out a lot more. My cat also had a lot of benefits. His fur was a lot shinier. He had a lot more energy. He literally would not drink anything else except the Kong water after I gave it to him. Yeah, so those are kind of the benefits that I've noticed in my life, and the food, of course.
Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty neat to hear. You know, we're blessed around here to hear a lot of really unique stories, incredible things that are going on, how this water is helping people help themselves. And you know, people ask me what I do. I tell them that I help people change their life from the inside out. And, you know, and sometimes people, oftentimes that gives them like, what are you talking about? How does that work? And, you know, and then I get a chance to give them a card and tell them to go watch a 9.5-minute video. Yeah. And, you know, start the process of learning what this is all about, you know, because the whole thing about Kong's water, it says, change your water, change your life. It doesn't say change your water, change your job. You know, it says, and it really and truly does that in so many ways. It's beyond the health issues. Of course, I was pretty healthy myself, didn't really have much that I thought was a real health issue. But turns out there were some things going on that I didn't even know about that went away when, you know, my sweetie, her favorite thing is that I don't snore anymore. And that's a big thing. But,
I've heard about that happening, actually.
Yeah, it does make a big difference if you're hydrated. It's amazing what the body can fix when it gets hydrated. And, you know, sadly, you can't hydrate with water. It's not possible. You have to have Kong's water, really. If you want
the restructured water, 100%.
What about the business side of things? Have you been working the business? Have you had other people that you've gotten involved? What kind of stories do you have to tell in that department?
Yeah, so I didn't want to do the business when I first got the machine because I was still full-time in college and I had a full-time job as well. So I was really busy. I didn't want to put extra stress on myself, but I was sharing it a lot. Like I learned so much about it. I was so passionate at the beginning. I had a few people interested in my community. One lady actually got one, not from me, unfortunately, but I'm really blessed that she has one just for her family and her life. So even if it's not from me, it doesn't even matter. She's still drinking the best water on earth. So I was working a little bit kind of just behind, like casually talking to people like, hey, I have this awesome new water. I went to a few local businesses. They were pretty interested in it. And then I had to come back from my parents' house to Calgary for another year of school because I was doing it online. I didn't have time. Like I was moving, I was going back to school. There was way too much on my plate. I was vice president of a club for human resources. And then in January, I took a little break from school. So I was looking for something to do, looking for anything really, like a new business, a way to make money, a job, whatever. And it just so happens that Kong and water just wasn't in the cards at the time. And so fast forward 5 months, and I met a really great partner of mine at the Inagic office in Vancouver, and the rest is pretty much history. We've been working together for the past month and a half, and it's been amazing. I've already ranked up to 2A and really excited for what's coming. Started like a month and a half ago.
Awesome. That's fantastic to hear.
Thank you.
You know, and you might want to just just to give you a heads up, maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, that there's a really cool way that you can improve your health and, you know, give your body more of what it needs and also double your business, because every time if you get involved with the Yukon and you buy the Yukon from yourself, You and then what you do is you start putting all your people under the Yukon leg. And what happens is every time you sell a machine, instead of getting one check, you get two. And like for me, I'm 3A in my Yukon leg and 1A in my machine leg. And so every time I sell a machine, I get 4 points.
I love the Yukon. Honestly, I bought it from a friend because he bought a year and a half supply. He's like, I have way too much Yukon. Help me sell it to some people. And I was like, I will definitely help you bless some lives. So I helped him with that, and I got a few boxes for myself, and I'm still taking it every day. And honestly, I really love it. Like, some people don't see the benefits. Like, sorry, maybe you're too healthy. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely notice, like, when I don't take Yukon for a week, my hair is a little bit drier. My skin's a little bit more dry, but I really love taking the Yukon. And fun fact for the ladies on the call, you can use it as a spot treatment as well. It's really good. Like, yeah, it stains your skin for a few hours, but it goes away. It absorbs into your skin, as your skin is our biggest organ, and it just clears that stuff right up. So I absolutely love the Yukon. I would love to hear more about this compensation hack you got going on after, for sure.
Yeah, when you can do that, I highly recommend it. I know it's helped me tremendously, and it's really nice getting 2 checks every time I sell a machine. And
yeah,
being able to get 4 points, and then like my wife just bought another machine so that we could use our SD501 as a loaner, and
nice.
we have the K8, and she also picked up an Nespa, and so it's kind of cool. She ended up buying her K8 from herself.
Yeah.
She'll get her first commission check from herself. And,
yeah.
And then what's going to happen now is we're going to start building down underneath her K8, which will be building underneath my Yukon. And, it's only going to take a couple of sales. And then what will happen is she'll be getting 2 points every time we sell a machine, and I'll be getting 4. So we'll be getting 6 of the 8 points. And all we need—
Jeez, you're already a 6A.
yeah, all we need to do is just sell a few more machines. I'm not quite sure how many more, but it's not going to take that many more. And then my Yukon leg will be up to 4A.
Nice.
And then all I'll have to do is stick a machine underneath my main machine, and then that'll be 2A. And then I'll be getting 6 points. She'll be getting 2 points. And so we'll be eating up all 8 points every time we sell a machine. And so, yeah, it's pretty neat to be at 4A, to get yourself to 4A and then be getting paid like you're at 6A.
Yeah, exactly. And, we have some ways to do that too.
You're actually getting paid as an 8A, really, because you're getting all 8 points. There is no such position as 8A, but you can, and that's one thing that's really cool about this company, is the way that, there's only 8 points, and you can get all of them. Yep. Like our buddy Dan Edlund, every time he sells a machine, he gets all 8 points. Nobody below him, nobody above him gets anything. He gets all 8.
Interesting.
So for people that say, oh, this is network marketing, this is a pyramid scheme, whatever. No, it's direct sales. And when you're getting all 8 points, you're getting all 8 points. There's nothing above or below that's getting anything. And so that's what makes this marketing plan so much different than all the other things that I've ever been involved in.
100%. And like the way that you can structure it a million different, like this is the 5th way that I've heard that you can structure your business compensation plan, actually. Like, there's so many different ways to do it. You can do it like the network marketing style. Me personally, I don't prefer that because I just don't understand network marketing at all. That's why I'm in direct sales, if we're being completely honest. Yeah. So this is literally one of the only compensation plans I've ever understood as well. And if I don't understand it, I'm not going to do it. Like, there's too much risk there. Like, what if I get into something crappy, right? So that's why I joined with Anagic as well. They have a straightforward compensation plan. The company is so blessed. We have so much income coming in. Like, we're self-funding our own distributors and everything, right? Like, we have the power to do that because we're such a successful company. And that's amazing that that the company allows the distributors to bless themselves by creating their own structure for with the compensation plan, because they can. They don't care if you're getting all A points. They want you to be blessed in your health, in your wealth, in your health, in your health, and in your wealth, and in your life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It's amazing.
You know, I got to tell you, I really love what you were just saying a minute ago about how a real good friend of you bought a machine but didn't buy it from you, but and you're still happy about that. And I think that kind of attitude is really going to carry you a long ways in this business. And that's the way I feel about it as well. I always tell people, you know, whatever, get your machine wherever you get it, just get it. You know, if you want to get it from me, great. If you don't, get it from someone else, but get it.
100%.
You need this water in your life. You need it in your family's life. You need to quit poisoning yourself and your family. And, you know, people don't know they're doing that, but it doesn't matter. They're still doing it. And it's our job to educate them and help them learn what they're doing to themselves and show them how they can stop it. You know, and so it's one of those things that as long as you just keep on talking to people, just, you know, and you know how it is. You get this stuff on your brain, you just can't stop. You can't stop talking to people. You can't, like, that's one of the hardest things. You got to figure out how to shut up, you know?
Yeah. I'm constantly word vomiting sciencey stuff. People are like, and I'm like, hey, I need to take it back a notch. Like, that's what I'm practicing right now, is how to not be so into it but be into it, but in simple language, like bring my enthusiasm with the simple language. It's hard for me personally.
Absolutely. You know, one thing I'd like to just give you a heads up on, there's a book out there written by a guy named Gerald Costiga, and it's called Ride the Wave. I highly recommend this book. It's like $18.
Like on Amazon.
You can go to it's going6a.com, and you can pick that book up from him. It's in its 4th edition now, and I just picked it up a while back, right after I read Killing Cancer, Not People. I had Ride the Wave waiting in the wings to read that, and I really highly recommend that you get that book and keep them on hand, so that when you sign up new distributors, give them a copy of that book and urge them to read it, because it goes through a lot of really awesome information to help people, you know, ride this wave of this company and get themselves to 6A too. You know, he's one of the little things I really loved about the book is he says one of his big mistakes that he made when he got involved with this business is that his goal was to become 6A. He said he cost himself a lot of money by having a goal of being 6A. He said you need to have a goal of being 6A2. That's what your goal needs to be. That's your basic goal. You want to get to 6A2.
Yeah.
And in order to get to 6A2, you have to help 2 people get to 6A. And he said if he'd have had that goal from the start, he would have blasted his business a lot faster. But yeah, you know, for someone like you that's trying to work the business and trying to get all the tips and tricks that you can, you know, so you can change as many lives as possible, I highly recommend that book, Ride the Wave, from Gerald Costiga. He's 100%. A smart guy. He's been in it a long time. And, you know, he's been on the Kong Family Show a couple times. I also recommend that you go back and you can go to YouTube and just type in the Kong Family Show, and it will bring up a whole big list of all the, you know, we've got like 90 episodes, almost 100 episodes now that are up there. And if you punch in the Kong Family Show welcomes Gerald Costiga, that's Kostecka, you'll be able to watch his episodes. He gave us like 2.5 hours one night in a question and answer session.
Amazing.
Where we were asking questions and he was just answering them, and it was really informative. And all of a sudden, 2.5 hours had gone by. It's like, whoa, look at his, you know. But that's the kind of guy he is. And I also recommend that you friend up with him on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, make sure to send him a message and let him know why you sent him a friend request and that kind of thing, just so he knows. And but yeah, he's always putting out really, really good stuff that'll be helpful for you in running your business. And so anyway, that brings me to my next question for you.
Okay, shoot.
You have somebody that you've got a minute. You've got a very short period of time. You're meeting them on the fly. You're in the grocery store line, whatever. You know, you're at the gym, and you've got one thing that you can say to this person about Kong's water. What is it that you're going to say to them?
You're like putting me on the spot here. I have not mastered my 1 minute pitch yet.
I love it. Sometimes it feels like people they're like on Family Feud or something, you know. One time we had a mom and her daughter that came on.
Yeah.
And when we asked them that question, they looked at each other and they kind of sitting there, you know, reminded me of Family Feud, how they sit there and talk to each other. What is it? What should we say? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. What you know, it's interesting all the different answers I get to this question, and so I'm interested to hear what you would have to say in that regard.
Yeah, so I guess like it goes back to like where I am. If I'm in the grocery store, I might shoot out, do you know what's on your food? Like I have Japanese water technology that can take the pesticides off your food. Here's my card. I'd love to talk to you more about it. If I'm in the water section or the pop section, you know, just go over like how microplastics are killing our bodies and our planet and how you should probably think about switching what you're intaking into your 70% water structure being of yourself. I guess if I'm in an elevator talking to like a business person, try and identify like if they're more health or business focused and then go this way or that way. If it's business focused, I would just mention that I am killing it in high ticket sales with like $1,000 per sale with Japanese technology, and I'd really love them to check it out. Give them my card again to kind of pique their interest a little bit and make sure that they call me, or hopefully that they call me.
Yeah, awesome. That's a great idea. You know, another little thing just to give you a little tip in that regard. This is something I'm trying to do more of, is because I give away a lot of business cards. What I'm trying to learn to do is see if I can get their contact info. Ask them if they have a card. Ask them if I can get their email number. Ask them, you know, can I text you some information about it? You know, that kind of thing. If you can get their contact information, then you have a better chance of being able to continue to communicate with them. And
it's
so
true.
I know that's something that I've been trying to work on. And, you know, it's kind of interesting trying to figure out ways to get people to divulge that information, because a lot of times people don't want to give that information out to a stranger, you know. But usually, you know, hey, if you got an email address, I can send you a quick 13-minute video that talks about this company and how incredible it is, you know, that kind of thing. Or, you know, got a 9.5 minute video over here that you could watch that talks about water, you know. And so that's one thing I'm trying to do, because I've given away a lot of cards and gotten very few responses from giving away cards. Go ahead.
Awesome. Sorry, I hear my cats trying to argue with each other. I'm just gonna go let my cat in so they don't fight with each other. But
Go ahead.
I'll answer your problem in a minute. Hey, buddy. Come inside. Come.
JJ.
Good morning there, Roger. What do you say, brother?
Good morning. I just have a question. How you like your kid?
I love it. Absolutely.
Oh, that's good. I do too.
While you're on there, Roger, you got any comments for Tessa? Got any questions?
I would just say the same happened to me. Since I took the Ukon and drank all the water, my hair is stopped falling out and it's growing back. So
wow, congratulations, that's big.
Thanks. Same to you.
Thanks, dude. I am absolutely so blessed with how strong and long my nails are. I've never
Oh, it's
had
just,
long and strong nails. Like I've always got the fake nails going on, but now I don't have to, right? Like I've gotten fake nails one time. My nails are still really strong after it. I actually want to get them done just before Thanksgiving. And I'm going to see how they come off and do like a video series on that, right? How my nails take.
I got the same thing. I got strong nails. I usually have to cut them pretty every second week because otherwise they grow too long and then they break because they're hard.
Yeah, my nails are getting to that point where I need to cut them. They're too long. Yeah.
You know,
Awesome.
Tess,
I'm so glad.
Rodgar's a fellow Canuck. He's up there in Canada too.
Nice.
So.
What part of Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Manitoba. Yeah, because I was not on for a week or a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I was suspended at my regular job. Now I'm just helping out at the company where I was driving before. So I was all over the place. So now I got the steady route again and at a different place than I had before. So.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's my home province. I love it. It's so nice over there. All the lakes and stuff, all the trees. You don't get that much out in Alberta here. It's all like badlands, foothills, man-made lakes.
Which part of Canada you are?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta.
Oh, nice. I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, it's very nice. If you're ever out here, give me a ring. We'll link up for dinner or something.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too.
And to hear your story.
You guys will have to friend up on Facebook. It's always good to have con friends.
100%.
What's your name?
My name on Facebook is just Tessa Ray Rock, as it's spelled on the Zoom here. Yeah. I'm also on John's friends list, so you can just go into his friends if it's public, and then just search my name.
Okay, I will look for it. My name is Roger Sawatsky.
Yeah, I'll watch out for your friend request. I'll accept it in the middle of all the other ones that I don't accept.
Oh, the same here. You have to run through them and see what they do and what the profile looks like. If they only have 2 or 3 posts on it, and just recently, I just delete them straight off the cuff.
Yeah, I'm very picky about who I add onto my social media because, like, you don't want useless people. You don't want people who are going to comment random things on your post. Like, I get a lot of, like, Eastern guys commenting on my stuff, and I'm like, how do you even find me? Like, where does this come from?
They're looking for your picture. That's all what they do.
It's so weird to me, but whatever. Back to your Facebook thing, or back to your how do you get people's contact information? The way that I've been doing it and the way I was taught last year is to ask them for like their social medias, right? Like, do you have Facebook? Do you have Instagram? And then they'll lead into like, no, I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram, but I have a cell phone. Like, you can text me. They will literally offer it to you.
Oh,
that's good.
That idea. That's a great idea. Yeah.
I do that all the time too. Like, when I don't have cards, like, I'm like, yo, what's your Facebook? I want to connect with you. And they're like, wow, she wants to connect with me. Okay. So try that.
Good.
That's one of the beautiful things about what we do here is we get to learn a lot. We're really blessed to have people like you coming on, and everybody comes on and they share different secrets and different little tidbits and just little tricks and such that we can utilize to help build our business. And that's kind of what it's all about. Really, one of our main goals here with the Con family is to share stories. That's the main thing. But we also want to get like-minded people together with each other. People that resonate with each other. We want to hook them up with each other, because this is getting recorded. It's going to go up onto the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be available for people to watch for days, weeks, months, and years from now. Mm-hmm. And you never know who's going to be walking through those and watch this video and go, wow, that Tessa, she's awesome sauce. I want to hook up with her. I want to work with that gal. I want to buy a machine from her. She's just the kind of person I want to work with, whatever. And so that's part of the reason why I'm in this next little section right here. I like to give all of our guests that come on, I like to give them the opportunity to put out whatever kind of contact information they want to put out. And then I always include a little caveat to everybody that if you're going to send Tess a friend request on Facebook or anything like that, please do the common courtesy to her and tell her why you're sending her a friend request. Hit that friend request button, then hit the message button and send her a little message that says, "Hi, Tessa, my name's Bob," or "My name's Jill," or whatever. And, you know, I saw you on that show with that crazy rascal. And, you know, I just wanted to friend up with you. You're the kind of person I'd like to work with. Well, whatever, you know. And so if you wouldn't mind if you wouldn't mind giving whatever information, it's up to you. If you don't want to give any information, don't. Tell everybody all about yourself, how they can get a hold of you, your phone number, all you just tell them whatever you want them to know about you. So how they can, if someone resonates with you and they want to buy a machine from you, I want them to get it. I don't care whether there's somebody, because it might be some friend of mine, you know, that I've been talking to for a long time about this water, or they just think I'm nuts, but they ran into you and they're like, "Hey, I want to work with her." That's fine. I'd love to see that happen because, like I said before, my main goal is to help people get the machine. And
yes.
Where they get it from is secondary to them getting it. And so, you know, whatever information you'd like to let people know, please feel free to give it out.
Yeah, so I do have Instagram, I have Facebook, I'm not on the Twitter, and I think there's another one that I'm not on, but my Instagram is at I am Tessa Ray Rock. So I am just spelled like I am, and then TESSARAEROCK. And then I'm just gonna look at my Facebook address here. Facebook.com/Tessa Ray Rock. I think it's 08. Let's just be sure here. Yeah, just Tessa Ray Rock 08 if you're entering it into the URL bar there. Otherwise, it's Tessa Ray Rock on Facebook. My phone number, you can call me at 204-620-4739. Again, like John said, like just send me a message on Facebook so I know who you are. Because I get a lot of friend requests and often I don't really go through them as regularly as I should. So it might get lost in there and then like you're left on friend requests for like months and you're like, "Oh my God, this girl." But really, literally just send me a message that you're friend requesting me so that I can accept and we can start having conversations and become friends. And again, I'm in Calgary, Alberta. So if you have any people interested in the area, I can go give them some water, give them some information, take them out for a nice coffee, whatever, you know, make sure that we're edifying you if it's your sale. If you want to hang out with me, like for sure, just give me a call or a text or whatever, and we can get together and just become friends.
Yeah, you know, that's the beauty of this whole thing, Tessa. So many people in this family are so willing to help each other. You know, it's like I tell people all the time, if you have anybody down here in the Salt Lake area and you need me to share water with them, let me know. I'll get them in touch with me. I'll give them all the water they want for as long as they want to come and get it. And when it's time for them to get a machine, I'll be telling them that they need to get a hold of you and get a machine, you know, because I think in the 2.5 years I've been involved with this, I think I've sold more machines for other people than I have for myself, which makes me feel really good. And I love to, you know, do 3 ways with people, other people's people, because I think it's more powerful when you're telling somebody to do this, but you don't have any financial gain, because so many people just feel like, "Oh yeah, you're just telling me this because you want to make money off of me." Well, guess what? If I'm selling a machine for somebody else, I don't make any money off of it. Where I get my reward is right here, right in my heart, where I feel really good that I was able to help change somebody's life, because I just know how life-changing this water is. And so anytime I can help you, if you have anybody down here in this area, don't hesitate to put them in touch with me. And I'll make sure that they get what they need and get back to you. What was your phone number again? 204-624?
620.
620.
And the last 4 digits are 4739.
4739.
Yep. once I get the Calgary number up, probably in a few months. It's still like a family line, so my parents are still very excited that they can call me for free. So I just give them a little bit of cash every now and again, and they put it towards like the package deal. So for until they're like, you're not getting rid of it until you're out of college. So I'm like, I guess this is my life now. Very blessed to have them though, 100%. I'm so excited that they're doing this. So well, I was just gonna say, once I get the Calgary number up, I'll get you to put it on the YouTube video so you can just correct it there for people in case like that line is gone or whatever, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And when that time comes, you can just throw that into the comments of the video and let
Okay,
people
we'll throw it in the comments. Yeah.
get a hold of you. And
Yeah.
because on the Con Family channel, it's completely open to people to be able to make comments.
Okay.
It's kind of like with this show. We do everything on a spontaneous level. I try not to really tell people too much about what questions I'm going to ask, because I really want it to come from their heart. I don't want it to be something that's scripted where they've sat there and written down all their notes of how they're going to answer every question. I think it's more powerful when it's coming right from the heart. And, you know, we don't do any editing or anything like that, because I just want it to, you know, if we mess up, we mess up. If we say the wrong thing, we say the wrong thing, whatever. We're human. And I like it to be as real as possible, because I believe that that's what people are looking for. They want people to know that we're coming from the heart, and that we're really, we're genuine about what we're doing. And, you know, that's one thing that's been so nice about meeting you this morning, because you really have the right attitude. You've got the you know, just the right mixture of what you need to be able to be successful at this. And I love all you young people that are getting involved with this. And would you mind if I asked you how old you are, or excuse me, how young you are?
Yeah, so I'm 26 years young.
26 years young, yes.
Despite what rumors might be going out there, I'm setting the record straight.
Yeah.
26.
Well, you're 26 and beautiful, and getting more
Thank
beautiful
you.
and younger every single day. And
yeah, getting younger, 100%.
well, that's what I tell people. I get younger every day, and I'm really blessed that I get to be one of those people that gets younger every day. And the truth is, with Kangen water, you really can reverse the aging process. This water really and truly does reverse and slow down the aging process. And Dr. Peggy Parker, who has come on the show, she's proved it. She's actually proved that you can turn around and slow down your biological age, you know, because your chronological age is what it is. But, you know, she was talking about a 22-year-old girl who her biological age was that of an 80-year-old.
Holy.
And it took her a period of time utilizing Kangen water and the things that Peggy subscribes or prescribes. And within a short period of time, her biological age was back to where she is, at like 22 or 25 or whatever her age was. And apparently she's got some method of madness of being able to test it and prove it and that kind of thing. So it's cool. That's some of the cool stuff that we get to learn. You know, if you want to hear about that, want to hear what she has to say about it, she's been on the show a couple times, and you can just look up her episode and you can learn from it. That's part of the reason why we record these and get them up on the channel, is so that, you know, people who are just coming on the scene, that are not familiar with the show, that they can get a hold of these back episodes and just get good tidbits and things like that. Because a lot of times as well, there's going to be people that, you know, like we had Ralph Foyer on the show the other day, and he was literally dead. He was dead for 10 minutes. He went without any blood flow for 10 minutes. His heart was stopped. And 10 minutes is a long time. Most of the time when somebody, if they do make it back from that, they've got brain damage or whatever. And, you know, his story is as powerful as anything I've ever seen. And so you never know when, you know, you've got somebody that's got kidney issues that you run into, and you want to find a compelling way to get information to them.
Mm-hmm.
that show is a great one to share out with them, because he, he has an incredible, powerful story to tell. And so, it's just information for us to be able to use as a family to help us accomplish our goal. And
what was his name again?
His name is Ralph Fourier. He pronounces it, or he spells it Feurer, but it's pronounced Fourier. And I'm going to be getting him on Facebook here. He's not on Facebook, but him coming on the show the other day convinced him that he should get on the show, or that he should get on Facebook. Okay. He's been concerned about doing it because he's got this fear that somehow if he gets on Facebook that somebody will be able to come in and hack his life or something like that, And I told him, no, you can control some of those things. You don't need to friend up with people. You don't need to answer stuff if you don't want to.
Yeah, like there's settings, privacy settings. Facebook has like their whole back end office, their tech people on it. Like if you see anything concerning, just flag it. And they're actually real people who sit at computers monitoring these flags to make sure that they're accurate. Like a lot of times it's just people like, I don't like that photo. Like, this guy's with a girl I don't like, flag. So that's why they have people there, right, to flag real threats. So if you find something that's serious, like Facebook got your back. And technology these days, everybody knows everything about you regardless. Like traffic cameras,
exactly the truth.
Yeah, everything. Like it's just the way the world's going, right? AI is becoming a lot more prominent in our world, and that's just how it is. Like, hate it, love it. It's what it is.
Might as well utilize it.
Exactly.
I look
Maximize.
At it, might as well utilize it.
Yeah.
If you're scared of every little thing that moves, you're not going to be doing much moving in your life, and we want to move. And so, yeah, gosh, Tess, I really appreciate you coming on here. It's such a blessing to have you on and hear some of the great things that you've experienced and get some of the little tips and tricks from you that you've been utilizing. And I want to, before we wrap this thing up, I'd like to just ask you if you've got one final thing that's really dear to your heart or whatever, just one final thing that you'd love to share with the family. If you've got something that you'd like to add, please do.
Honestly, what's just coming to my mind is just change your water, change your life, right? Like be persistent with the people you talk to, especially if you're new into the business, then they teach you, your team is teaching you, go to your warm market. Like they're probably, and you're like your friends and family, like they're honestly probably not going to listen to you until they see that you've been benefiting from it as well, depending what kind of friends and family you have. Like, honestly, don't give up though. Keep doing the presentations, keep practicing, and just keep going on with it. Like you will eventually be successful. There's no way this company is going to fail you. It's health related. Everybody needs their health. Honestly, just keep going with it. Like change the water, change water, change lives.
Yes.
Well, I really have to. Yeah, that's the download I got for you guys.
Boy, isn't that the truth? And I know, like Dan Adlin said, the only way you can fail at this business is if you quit.
Yeah.
And, on that note, we're going over tonight to put our loaner machine in for a really dear friend of mine. Nice. Who I've been talking about this water to now for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And she finally decided that she was interested in, now that we have this loaner machine, we're reaching out to people to get it in and let them try it for 30 days. And when we offered to let her use it, and she said, yeah, sure, I'd love to try it. And so boom, 2.5 years worth of talking to them. And so, yeah, be persistent. That's tremendous advice, Tessa, for everybody out there that jumps on board with this. The only way that you're going to fail is if you quit. And if you quit, then you're not going to be out there changing lives. And that's what you want to do. We've got lives to change, including our own. And we're so blessed to have people like Tessa come on the show. We're trying to get this done at least 6 days a week and bring value, bring good stuff that everybody can utilize, because we are the Kong family and we're here to change the world, and we're doing it. We're doing it 1 glass of hydrogen-rich, oxygen-saturated, incredibly hydrating 9.5 at a time, 1 lightning bolt in a box, 1 very awesome guest, 1 informative show, 1 amazing family at a time. And we always end this show the same way, and that is, do not forget your hugs. You need these things. Let's give yourself a hug. Yes.
Love it.
HoooDeeeHooooo!
To go along with it.
HoooDeeeHooooo!
It's a verbal hug. And so amongst its other things that it is, and it's a very versatile word. But Tessa, thank you so much for coming on here today. I really appreciate you taking some of your valuable time to share some great information with us all. We're so happy that you are part of the Kong family, and we wish you well with everything you do. If there's ever anything that we can do to help you, don't hesitate to reach out. If there's ever anything that I can do, any questions, anything. If I don't know the answers, I'll try helping you find them, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other and rock this world. And I'm so excited to watch your journey. And, as time goes by, if there's anything that you'd like to come and share with us again, we'd love to have you back on again. If you have any friends or family or anybody like that becomes part of your team, that they have a great story to share, if you would please put them in touch with us so that we get them on, so that we can get stories, because we just never know whose story is going to hit somebody in the heart. Yeah. Or open up their brain cell to be able to, change their life. So that's why we're so adamant about getting people on here, trying to do it 6 days a week. And so if you have anybody that you can push our direction, please do. And definitely would love to have you back on as we progress. And we, because you're going to have a lot of amazing things to share as time goes by. And we would love to have you back on anytime that you feel like you'd like to come and drop some golden nuggets on the family. We're here and we'd love to have them. So
thank you.
I
would love to be back.
Yeah, I'd love to have you. And just like I said, I'm looking forward to following you on Facebook and seeing all the things you're doing and just cheering you on and helping you make it happen. And so just love you so much. Really appreciate you being here. God bless you and yours and your beautiful kitty. I love kitties. They're the greatest animals on the planet.
Oliver. He's the original king and kitty. Hi.
Awesome. Oh, he's so beautiful.
Nice and black.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of gray on his side. I don't know. It might be old.
He's just as beautiful as his mama.
Oh, thank you.
For sure.
Thank you so much, and have yourself an awesome day. Get out there, change the world, starting with your own. Have an awesome weekend, and make it great. And once again, thank you so much for coming on and blessing the Kong family today. And
you're welcome. Thank you for all the kind words you said about me again.
You're awesome. You're the salt of this earth.
You are too.
It's so awesome as people like you that are involved. And I really love it when I see youngins like you that are getting after it. Yeah. Because you're taking responsibility, and by the time you're 30, you'll be able to retire if you want to. You keep plugging away at this. The world is your oyster, and you're going to be able to.
Maybe in my age, you will be ready to be retired.
I mean, for me, the goal isn't actually retirement anymore. It's just financial freedom, because I know when I get to 30, what is retirement? Retirement is you stop working and you live your life, right? But I don't want to stop working at 30. I'm a keener. I stop working for a day and my mind goes nuts. It's very difficult for me to just sit down and relax. That's why I'm always go, work. That's kind of how I am, right? I love to work. I love to change lives, and really excited to do it with this Kong and Water. I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you again, John, for having me on. I'm so glad that we met all those months ago, and finally I'm on your show, and love what you've been doing here. It's amazing that you've taken the time out of your precious day to come on here, host this show, and bring the awareness to all the people, right? All the guests that you've had on. I watched a few episodes. They're amazing. And I can't wait to check out these episodes that you've mentioned here in the show today. And yeah, I'll definitely connect you guys with some of my friends. I actually thought of one person specifically when you were saying that, so I'm going to reach out to him. He's over in Hong Kong. One of my top leaders here, he had his friend join the business and then he was in Hong Kong, and he's like, oh, I'm going to come out to Hong Kong to help you. And now they're just thriving out there. So you're going to love his story, 100%. Everybody, it's so motivational.
That is so
Cool.
awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
Anybody that you can help, because this is gonna change the worlds. You just never know whose story's gonna affect who. And
Exactly.
That's
right.
That's why we're trying so hard to get people on here and get the stories out there. So I'm excited to get your story out there. When I get the recording back later on today, I'll get it up on YouTube, and as soon as it's up there, I'll send you the link. I'll share it out.
Okay.
And then it'll be there for everybody to see forevermore. So thank you so much once again, Tessa. Have yourself an awesome, awesome day. Do not forget your hugs and your HoooDeeeHooooo. Love you.
Sure.
You take care now.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
It's nice to meet you, Roger.
Be
Bye.
safe out there. It's a long weekend. Bye-bye.
You too.
HoooDeeeHooooo.
HoooDeeeHooooo.
Love you, buddy.
I love you too, guys.
Give that sweetie of yours a hug for me.
We'll do that, man.
All right, buddy. Love you, man. Bye for now.